Hi guys, it's Finn, or Finn Stuff 1908, and today I'm going to be doing my Thunder Dragon deck profile. It's pure, it's simple, it's if there's anything wrong, like I said, answers ready. But like I said in past episodes, please tell me if I can improve on anything, if anything needs help. Just post in the comments. Don't just write, "Oh, you suck at the game," and "Oh," because I know I suck at the game. I'm not good. I don't go to regionals and stuff like that. I just play the game for fun. Anyway, two things first. I think in my pajamas because I'm about to go to bed, and my hair is still a bit wet because I just had a shower. I just want to make this video before I go to bed because I have not uploaded in a while. I'm not uploading the night I make this, of course. I haven't got time. I need to do some college work. That's also another reason why I haven't been doing stuff. I've got a lot of coursework to do and a lot of rework because anyone who lives in Britain who goes to college knows that rework is probably the most annoying thing about college. But by that, it's a really fun experience, just to say. And enough jibber jabber from me. Let's get straight into the video. To start off, I'm going to use my GoPro to record the footage. Like this, for instance. So if it's shit, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I try for quality, but it doesn't always work. Alright, yeah. So enough jibber jabber. Let's get started. Oh, also side note, I'm going to be using this to record any kind of like show anything, or like to like kind of like, oh, I use this card here because blah 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 blah. I'm not going to be like using my GoPro to do that. Yeah, editing's fun. Alright, let's get started. Sorry if I sound really shit, I'm just trying to be quiet. Right, let's get straight up started. First of all, I have 3 Batman sodas. This is you want to see this in your hand. Turn 1, turn 2, doesn't matter. This is your normal summon. It's great because it sends that raw to the graveyard, or any card you need to the graveyard from deck. Whenever any Thunder monster is summoned, you summon another token. So that's another like Thunder Dragon. So I don't know. That's something you go into with your what's it called? You go into summon of it, and there's solar for the Colossus. That's really good. So yeah, so it's just a great card in general. It's if they ever hit it, it's tragic. Next, the other 2 normal summons. You want to see it's a lot less than this. This is more of a. I don't know. Really, it's very weird. It's very weird how the card plays out. If you get it, it's okay. It's pretty much just describe it. It's the other normal summon. It's not the normal summon you want to see, but it's the other, depending on your hand. If you open this and a dark, it's really good. Thunder Dragon Dark, not Dark Monster. But yeah, I'd say it's alright. It's not the best thing in the deck, but it's alright. Coming up next, it's 3 Thunder Dragon Raw. You want to play? I pretty much play 3 of all the Thunder Dragons in here. So we just skim through this. Thunder Dragon Raw, great card. It's a free. It's a free summon if you can use it as your what do you call it? If you can use your summon as a Colossus fusion, for instance, or a Colossus summon, that'd be really good. And plus, if you let's say you summon Dark hits graveyard effect. It's really cool. Yeah, I have, as you see here, 2 of them in Ultra, and 1 in Prismatic Secret. It is annoying them being in different from sets, but I'm not fussing really. Next we got 3 Dark, definitely 3 Dark. 3 Dark is just so cool to play. First off, it's if you have it in your hand, it's your Titan Popper. If it's ever sent from field to graveyard or banished, it's a searcher. It's like the search of the deck, and it's just great. I like Dark. It's my second favorite Thunder Dragon Null monster. My favorite though goes to Hawk. I got all these in Prismatic Secret, and I think they look really nice in Prismatic Secret. I don't know if it's just me. Yeah, Prismatic Secret, I'd say, looks really nice. I'm not taking out the thing. Look it up on YouTube. I know it's harsh to say, but it's still nice to look at. Right, next, 3 Thunder Dragon Matrix. Definitely play 3 Matrix. 3 Matrix is very good. It's a good searcher if it's ever used as like Link Rebo or
Colossus. It's a good search itself, which is really cool. What else? What's the other thing? Oh yeah, and also it's a free. It gives, if you have Titan on field, you get like a free destruction, and you also get like a free what's the thing? You get free 500. You get the 500 points, of course. Next, free Thunder Dragon. It's generic. You can get both 2 Thunder Dragons in graveyard. If something I do is you ditch the Thunder Dragon, search one, ditch the other one, search one. It's more protection for your monsters, which is really for your boss monsters, which is really good because you want to keep the Colossus and the Titan on the field. Titan normally doesn't get destroyed by battle. That's why it doesn't protect itself from battle, protect itself from card effects. I'll come on to that later, but honestly, great card. Even though it's the main card from when it started. Okay, this is the only Thunder Dragon don't play it free. 2 duo. Everyone started playing Thunder deck was first released. I don't know, don't quote me on this, but when a deck was first released, everyone played 2 duo. 2 duo looks very, very nice. I've got them both in Ultra, which is pretty cool because I picked up commons when and I didn't even know what the deck was 6 months ago, so maybe start of January sometime. Honestly though, they're pretty good cards. I always if someone ever flips deck ability 1 on me and I don't have anything else on the field, I always go for duo, because duo is just having a duo on the field, and to be able to revive it with Hawk too, it's quite funny. Right, hand traps. Next, free Ash, of course. This may not be great, but I'm trying it anyway. Free Veiler and 2 Ogre. Right. Free Ash, free Veiler, 2 Ogre. If you don't know what the hand traps do, then I'm sorry, but play Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta. I don't know. Destruction. When a face-up effect happens, negation on the opponent's turn, stops deck stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. There's nothing really much else to add about. There's nothing much to add about the hand traps. Next, free Allure of Darkness. Okay, Allure of Darkness probably has to be the second best card in this deck, and I'm only giving it the second best spot, mainly because of the fact that Hawk just outshines it. It's better. It's a better card. Allure of Darkness is good because you get your banishment effects going. So let's say you haven't got Solar or Aloof for that matter, but you stumble up to an Allure. It can really help out because you can ditch your Thunder Dragon cards and you get that banishment effect, which is really good. However, it doesn't work on Hawk, of course, and it only works on Dark. So it only works on Duo, Dark, and Raw, sadly. But those are the really ones you want to get banished, to be honest. Yeah. Next, free Instant Fusion. Right, Instant Fusion. People say play it free, so I am playing it free, and it does help. And I don't really see it, to be honest, often, even though it's at free. It's good because it's another. You can get another. It's what you use for your summoner, or your if you go in second, you summon that. I'll show you later what we do. But yeah, Instant Fusion, play it free. It's one of those cards. It's one of those cards. Next, 2 Fusion. I actually like seeing Fusion quite a bit. I've had so many times where, like I said, people playing deck ability 1, sometimes True Draco. You never know really. You activate the Fusion, go into the Titan, and then you're stuck on the Titan, which is cool. So, for instance, the Duo's got the summoning requirements, and that's good. It's 2/8, yeah, but that 3/2 on the Titan is just really nice. I'd say this next card used to be one of the best cards in the deck, and no longer is, sadly, because of its limitations. Is Gold Sock. This thing was beautiful back in the day. I only just realised how nice this card was back in the day, but I didn't have Thunder Dragons at that point. Still, Gold Sock, because this is a great card. Banishes one card from deck, 2 standard phases getting back, but it doesn't really matter because you're banishing that Raw, you're banishing that Dark, you're banishing whatever you want to get the effect off, which is nice. And finally, if you haven't seen it by the side already, I'm not sure because it's camera footage, 1 Monster Reborn. I was playing, in this deck, I was playing an Upstart Goblin too, but I replaced it with a Hawk because I was only playing 2 Hawks at the time, and 3 Hawks is, in my opinion, kind of needed because it's just great. Now, extra deck, 1, to free Colossus, definitely free Colossus. You can make triple Colossus first turn, really good. Triple Colossus is
Great.
because you can, if you're going first, you have Solar and Hawk, it's an instant free Colossus, that is. You summon them all, defense of course, so you're not...
Because there's I forget all the reasons, but there's
stuff you can stop happening, and free Colossus is just spicy, it's just really cool.
I'm probably going to use this as my thumbnail. Give us a minute. I'm probably not, but still. Whore.
Yeah, but free Colossus. So yeah, definitely Colossus free because there's no reason why you'd ever play it 2 unless you got hit on the list. Hopefully it was in the next list. 2 Titan. Titan, great card. It's don't get me wrong, it's not played at free because it's for the fact that it doesn't need to be played at free. I have had 1 or 2 situations where I think, oh, one more Titan would be really nice, but it's also the fact that you're banishing your Colossuses to get to Titan in the end, and the only way you can get Colossus back is Fusion, which is, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but if you, like, let's say you've used 2 Titans already, and you really have, and you've gone through all your Colossus to get those Titans out, for instance, I don't know, it's very situational. Yeah, it's random. Next, Thousand Eyes Restrict. This is one of the instant fusion targets. You summon it on if you're going second, and they have like some kind of monster on board, which is kind of gonna help them. For instance, like maybe Kagari or what else? Trying to figure out the top of my head. And maybe Vortex Dragon if they still play in Demons. So it just gets rid of them really. Yeah. Next. However, if you're going second, you can't attack with this because you can't attack with anything else but this because it's an effect, and this can't attack because of instant fusion. So you can't attack that turn. Next, for our final fusion monster, is Kaminari Attack. Kaminari Attack is a great card if you're going into Titan and summon Summoner. Yeah, do you ever just try to use Kaminari Attack to go into a Colossus? It happens, it really does. You can't, because it's not an effect. Thunder Monster. Now, Link Monsters. 2 Link Monsters. Summoner. Great cards. I can't think of any other Link 2 which is better. I don't really think there is. Link 2 Thunder Monster. That can go into Colossus. So you can use this as a Colossus material. And it's got the 2 arrows, so you can make the other 2 Colossus. It's perfection in a shell. It's a great Link card. Next, 1 Link Kuriboh. Link Kuriboh is very good for this because it really helps with the whole like you summon. Okay, so summon the what's it called? To summon the Matrix. And so you've got nothing else. You really have not got anything, which is very, very rare. You open a hand of hand traps and 1 Matrix. You summon the Matrix, ditch the Matrix, summon the Kuriboh, you get another Matrix on deck because of its own effect. So Link Kuriboh definitely played in this deck. Next, Wee Witch. This is very situational. I only use Wee Witch ever because I have another one. I bought 2 offline. I meant to because I thought I was going to be playing 2, but I found out my deck ran out, my extra ran out of space. Annoyingly. Yeah, I play 1 Wee Witch because it takes 2 Dark Monsters, and the next card here, I'll go on to that in a minute, but Wee Witch takes 2 Dark Monsters, which is situational. So let's say I have like a Hawk on field somehow, I don't know. Oh no, sorry, let's do a Matrix on field, which is a light monster, and I can't use it to go in this. However, this does have 2 arrows pointing down, which makes the 2 Colossus, which is pretty good. Next, Beat Cop from the Underlord. This card, it's basically another 2 arrows pointing left and right down, bottom left and bottom right. It's just to get the double Colossus out again. But the thing is though, compared to the last one, this does have an effect if you use 2 Dark Monsters, but you can summon it with only use of 2 monsters. It is a very nice card. I don't know how much it was. I think it was like £2 I picked it up for. Whatever. It's £2, £2, or £2.50 if you live in USA, if that helps. And you probably don't, but whatever. It's a YouTube video. I'm not going to talk about statistics. Next is Borrelsword Dragon. Oh my god, I love Borrelsword Dragon. I didn't pick it up until Megapacks, after Megapacks got released, Megapack 19. And this is being made around November time. Megapacks really helped me in terms of making the Thunder Dragon deck, of course. Cheap and everything, cost us being put to £4 from 40 or so. It was really nice. But Boros Dragon, I kind of picked this up quite cheap. I picked it up for 15 quid, even though it's like 30 quid on eBay, so I'm quite happy with that. Liam, don't at me. Next, generic spam trap removal, Nightmare Phoenix. Nightmare Phoenix, great card. You only ever use it just for its purpose. The fact that it's a nightmare monster, and it's just spam trap destruction. That one spam trap, but that one mystic miner, that one, there can be only one. Yeah, it's very annoying. It's very situational too. This is because you need like an aloof, or for instance, you may need like a Link Rebo and one of a monster, for instance, to go into Phoenix. If they have like their community on field, but it's all right. Finally, for the last card in the extra deck, if you haven't seen it already because it was over here, Unicorn. Unicorn is a really good card. I picked this up, like I said, after Mega Pack because this was 30 quid before, so yeah, Mega Pack saved my life. Yeah, Nightmare Unicorn, great card. It's got that 1 arrow, so you can. I wish I had more, but I had that 1 arrow, of course, that points to Colossus. Hopefully you have your Colossus out before then, but I very doubt you do. Regardless though, yeah, I think it's a pretty cool card. Returns monster back into the deck, so it doesn't return them to my hand, so that's good. It doesn't return them to doesn't destroy them to the graveyard, doesn't destroy them or send them to the graveyard, so it doesn't get effect off that. All in all, Unicorn, I think it's a really good card. Cool. Yeah, side deck now.
For the side deck, I am playing the most generic side deck in the world, bar 3 cards. These 3 cards are situational, very situational. I've used them once, and no, sorry, they've worked out for me once, and I've gone around using them once, so it's got 100% success rate, if anything. However, I think they're good cards, so I'll start off with them actually. Alright, so, it's going to be hard for me to do. Right, so the first cards, I'm push these over now, because I can put my cards away. Yeah, cool.
First 3 cards of side deck. 1, 2, 3. Dimensional Shifters. Dimensional Shifters are cool. Like I said, very situational. They are. I never use them. I've used them once, like I said, and they've got me. It's very bizarre because you use it if you're ever going second. It's because it completely stops them, but it doesn't completely stop you. For instance, don't get me wrong, it does leave you without protection. But if you've used this, and you already summoned your Colossus out, and let's say you use this on their turn, they're going first, of course, because they want to go first because they're like playing Orcus, for instance, or whatever. I don't know how the meta works, but it's worked for me once, like I said. Send the Dimensional Shifters from the graveyard to hand the graveyard. They stop. They can't really do anything because they like their graveyard, for instance. So you're like, haha, fool, and it's your turn. Come along, turn draw, whatever. You get your stuff to the graveyard, they get banished, you get your effects off them, which is really good. You get your effects off the banished Thunder Dragon cards. You get how many Colossus out, it doesn't matter. You get your Colossus out, which is really good, and you summon, and you get maybe a Titan out just to do a bit of damage, just a bit of damage, not a lot. And then their turn comes along. You want to try and keep it dark in your hand so you have some sort of protection for that Colossus, but then they can't destroy. And no, like I said, Dimensional Shift is very situational. That's why I'm siding it. People told me to. I can't tell if people have ironically or unironically told me to main it. They have told me to main it, but like I said, I don't know if they're being serious or not. Next, 3 Prime-Tops. It's generic. It's generic side deck. For a second, I've actually sit on this before because the deck ability 1. I've just sit on this and just beat them down. It's really cool, to be honest, as an actual beat stick. Next. Triple Twin Twister. Twin Twister is just great. It's spam trap destruction. You're going against like those True Draco decks, and you're going against those Mystic Mind decks, or whatever decks play spam traps these days. Sky Strikers, because the multi rolls at 1 now, you want to try and bring that out as much as they can. And so is Widow Anchor. That's really helpful because I don't like them stealing my Titan or my Colossus, for instance. So yeah, 3 Twisters, very good, very nice.
I'm glad to say it. I'm going to regret saying that in my video when I do editing.
3 Breakthrough Skill. Yes, wow, I'm playing Gold Rare. Big whoop, everyone. It's not. I only play these because they're cheap versions of Impermanence. If I had Impermanence, I'd definitely play them in this deck because this is probably my best deck in terms of playing competitively. Salamangreats Greats got hit in July and I didn't like that. I like playing Salamangreats Greats, annoyingly. And it's the deck I played them in. Free Breakfast Skill, like I said, very nice. Oh, and Alter Guys too, I like playing those too. But Breakfast Skill, very nice, very good. Finally, as you've seen, because I've aimed it already over there, Free Reboot. I forget what I play this in, but I know I just play it as a generic side. Like I said, all this is just generic side. I gotta end up this video quickly, but like I said, it's good. It's just, it's there for being there. I forget what decks it counters though. I think it's like Trap Tricks right now it counters, so that's pretty good.
Anyway, yeah, that's probably gonna end it for my video. So I'm turning my GoPro off. Yeah. Okay, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I've been making it at like 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, hit the like button. I've just been completely tired from doing college work, and going down to actually play the card game that I have not. I've just completely forgot about YouTube. So yeah, please like, subscribe if you want, if you haven't already. I'm just tired. I have not got much else to say. Yeah, thanks again, and I will see you in next video. Cue the outro.